Change. We're all afraid of it, but sometimes embracing it is for the better, particularly when something's been at the forefront from the beginning. Meet the latest generation, Jaguar I-Pace. You've got a bunch of nifty features here with this latest generation I-Pace. It includes the Pivi Pro multimedia system pulled off the Defender, and it really is intuitive and a big improvement of the older system. I've also got a wireless charge pad here, wireless Apple CarPlay or Android Auto, my iPhone Syncture, so it's the full mapping technology, and below that I've got the secondary display as we first saw in the Velar for your climate controlled air conditioning. Also love these nifty knobs here to turn and select different functions. I've even got a heated steering wheel, and I've got the clever magic mirror here, so either make it a mirror or make it a display, which I prefer. You then got this full length panoramic roof, Meridian audio with extra speakers, and really there is a lot of impressive tech going on here. But that's the thing, the I-Pace has got, in typical Jaguar fashion, a very premium, very stylish cabin. Everything is crafted, everything looks the part, and it feels very solid driving it. What I also love, of course, this being a EV, is that electric whine and the immediacy of the power. And that's thanks to near 300 kilowatts of power and near 700 newton meters of torque, dispatching 0 to 100 in about 4.5 seconds. They're also talking of a range of about 470 k's if you drive correctly, perhaps slightly higher. And even if you drive it a bit like I'm doing at the moment, yeah, you'll eat into a bit of the range, but they've also improved the charge times and the speed that it can accept fast charging. So if you get to the right fast charge on the grid somewhere at the network, you could get this car charged up in about an hour, hour and a half, and at home charge it much like your mobile phone, for instance. Leave it plugged in overnight, and if you need 20%, well, you'll probably get that too quite easily. Particularly if you add a wall box, then certainly guaranteed you'll get to where you need to go. It is definitely a new sense of driving and mobility, these electric cars, but I've been lucky enough to drive Audi's e-tron, to drive their Volkswagen e-Golf, and the i3 and one or two others along the way, but I must say I've always been keen to try out the I-Pace, and having had the chance now to experience it, it certainly is very Jaguar. It's very driver focused. It is also hugely impressive in terms of the interior, the comfort, the feel, and just as striking as when it launched back in 2019. From its very flamboyant color scheme that we've got at the moment, the wrap, to this interior with all the elements and the old EV range, feel and features of it, this latest generation I-Pace brings with it that new grille and a couple of body elements and tweaks which just bring it really up to speed with its competitors out there, the likes of BMW's iX, for instance, spring to mind, Audi's electric e-tron range, and a couple of others. And really what Jaguar are showing is the brand's talking about going full EV by 2025, and that's really around the corner. And you can see they're focusing on really getting the whole experience right. They're putting money into the infrastructure and the charge network, and certainly into the research and development of the cars, and it is ever so apparent when you drive this latest generation I-Pace. Pricing for this particular car comes in a bit above 2 million rand, so it's certainly not cheap, but it is a flagship type experience, and it's, I think, a bit of a taste of what the brand are going to give you, and as they scale it down when more and more electric cars come available. And if it's anything to go off, it's certainly very impressive. From me, Jason of TechnoBok, this has been a quick look at the latest generation Jaguar I-Pace. Until next time, I'll see you guys soon. Cheers for now.